Governance Automation Service Pack 2 is really about three main things. We started off with user interface improvements. So we really focused on taking it from where we were in the RTM and the Service Pack 1 and jumping into a more what we call a modern style UI. So it matches a lot of what you would feel in a Windows 8 Metro or like environment where it's very big and bold and very obvious where you need to go. So that's definitely made an improvement for an end user kind of experiencing going and raising their own service requests or approving tasks for the people that they have requested them. The second thing that we've actually added is a new service request type. So we can now have end users requesting the moving of content. So a few very common scenarios. The first scenario is I've created some documents somewhere, maybe in my site, and now I need to move them, but I need to move all the metadata that I've created with them and all the history and the versioning. If I did this out of the box, the dragging and dropping between Windows Explorer and things don't actually work very well. So we're leveraging under the hood our content manager technology, but via a service request. So I pick where my source is, and I pick where my target is, and it moves that content across. Likewise, we do that with lists, so I can select some lists to maybe move to another site, or even maybe I've created a site and it needs to be moved because it's in the wrong location now. I can request that that site be moved from this node maybe over to another web application or maybe even to another farm. So we've done a lot of work in coming up with new service requests that are common to the business. And then lastly, the third thing we've improved is the APIs. So we now have the ability where maybe there's a third-party system that's capturing that original request, but we still want governance automation to handle what happens after the request from an approval perspective and actually doing the work of moving that content or changing the security or creating that site collection or site or handling the expiration. So it's really the initiation of a request we can do now via an API, and you build your own forms. And then the other part about the API, which is nice, is maybe you have an Intex or a K2 or you're using SharePoint Designer workflows to do your approval processes for the request. We can now go and call out to an external workflow provider. It can do its work, maybe have 4 stages of approval with complicated business systems involved. And then once it's done and the approval has gone through, we can then call back in and then governance automation carries on. So we're really allowing you to extend on what we provide as an out-of-the-box experience to work with the other enterprise systems you have in your organization.